Hey friendlies, if you were out on a hike and you encountered a mountain lion, would you know what to do? How about if you encountered an alien? I'm just kidding about the second part, although we're going to talk about aliens in this video. But if you're out on a hike and you encountered a mountain lion, how many of you would know what to do? In this video, I run into some mountain lion tracks like I do a lot on my hikes in my RV life. And I'm going to share with you what I have learned in the research that I have done over the years and that I continue to do so that I'm constantly reminded of how to behave in case I do run into what to me is the scariest thing I can imagine, which is to run into a mountain lion. And I think as much hiking as I do, it's inevitable. And if you decide to live an RV life, or you're just an outdoor person, or you like to camp or hike, there's a good chance that someday you might run into a mountain lion too. And it might be a good idea to know beforehand what to do if that should happen. And so yeah, also kind of tongue-in-cheek, I recently camped near Area 51 and turned on the camera and saw some interesting things in the sky and talked about alien abductions and things like that. So come on, let's go and hang out and learn a few things and have some fun as usual. I stopped here. I was just going to make my coffee and move on. I'm about 30 miles from Tonopah, and there was a rest area. I think I'm on Highway, yeah, I'm on 6 West towards Tonopah. And there was a rest area, and I was like, oh, I'll just pull in there and make a cup of coffee and head to Tonopah, and I figured I'd look for camping around there. But there was a forest road. I'm in Toyabe National Forest, and that's kind of strange because it's still the high desert. Oh, I see a couple trees, but not really forest. And anyway, I saw a road going from the rest area going back here. And I was like, well, I'm just going to go a little ways and find a place to pull off and make my coffee and just relax for a minute before I get back on the road. But I drove probably a mile out here, maybe 2 miles. It's a nice road and it's beautiful. Look at this. There's wild horses out here. And it's just absolutely beautiful. There's not another soul out here. There's not another soul for miles. Miles. I can't remember the last time I saw civilization, like a house or something. So it's pretty remote and it's quiet. Oh, it's beautiful. And the fall colors in the high desert, the sagebrush, and I don't know what the other ones are. These. So this is sagebrush right here. It smells so good, and it's, oh my God, it smells so good. So that's sage, and then these are the tips are drying off, so they're brown, and they're absolutely beautiful. And then I'm not sure what this is, but look how pretty that is. It's just beautiful, the colors out here. So I made coffee and went for a walk. I probably walked a couple miles. So those look like cat prints, probably mountain lion, because there's no claws. Canine have claws, and cats, of course, retract their claws. So, I'm assuming those are cat. Pretty big mountain lion. And one of the things, I used to say that hiking, doing all the hiking and backpacking that I do, I used to say that the thing that terrified me the most was an encounter with a mountain lion, because they tend to be the most unpredictable. Sometimes they do attack people. But still, I mean, if you look at the probability of getting attacked by a mountain lion, it's still 1 in millions or billions. It's not going to happen to most of us. In the past 100 years in North America, there have been a total of 125 attacks. Only 27 of those were fatal. You're more likely to die from getting struck by lightning or a fatal bee sting. I saw something on Discovery or Nat Geo or something one time about these guys with a pack of dogs that went out, and they were actually, I think they wanted to study mountain lions. And so they went with dogs and went in search of mountain lions. And their dogs actually chased the mountain lions up the tree, and they were scared. They didn't want to come down. And, you know, everything I've heard and read said mountain lions are extremely elusive. They don't want anything to do with us for the most part, especially out here. Most of the mountain lion attacks happen on the skirts of urban areas, right, where maybe they've been pushed out of their natural habitat, maybe their food isn't as plentiful, whatever the reason is, there's too much interaction between mountain lions and people, and that's when stuff happens. But out here, I don't even know where the next person is. I've been here 12 hours, I haven't seen a single soul, and there's horses out here, there's plenty out here for the mountain lion to live naturally. They don't need to have anything to do with me. So while it's good to be aware of your surroundings and know, I like being able to identify what's in the area, whether it's bear or cat or coyote. It just kind of helps me be, kind of get in the mindset in case I do encounter one. It's like, okay, there is a cat in the area, so kind of practice in my head what to do in case I encounter a cat. First thing they say is you do make eye contact and hold eye contact, because the cat's primary tool of prey is the sneak attack. So once they know that you see them, they kind of lose their advantage. So if you stare them down, then that's supposed to be a good defense mechanism. When you're hiking, especially alone, it's a good idea to make noise as you're walking. And that can be as simple as banging your trekking poles as you walk. I have an advantage. I talk to myself in the camera a lot. And I talk to myself a lot practicing videos. But you want to make noise. You want to just make sure that a mountain lion doesn't mistake you for prey. And if you are confronted with a mountain lion, you want to make yourself appear as large as possible. Wave your arms, open your jacket. If you have a backpack, pick up your backpack. But whatever you do, don't crouch down. You don't want to kneel or bend down. But you want to move slowly. You don't want any sudden moves. You don't want to startle them. And you want to act defiant. You don't want to act afraid. And you don't want to run. You definitely don't want to run. You want to stand your ground and very, very slowly create distance and space between you and the mountain lion. That means very, very slowly back up. And if you are attacked, you need to fight back, protecting your neck, your head, throat, of course. Cover it with your hands and use your arms, your legs, whatever you have at your disposal to fight back. There was recently a man who did fight back against a mountain lion, and he won. He did not die, and I think he actually ended up killing the mountain lion. So there's good news. You can win. And it's good to know what's in the area so that I can kind of replay those in my mind. You know, replay, okay, what do I do? What if I see a cat? What do I do? If you see it far away, you know, don't run. Slowly back away, making eye contact, etc. And it's really good to just kind of keep reminding myself of those things just in case. Just in case today is my day. I mean, the more I'm out here, the higher the chance, but that's like saying, okay, instead of 1 lotto ticket, I'll buy 5. Are your chances really that much better? No. All right. Nothing out here wants to eat me. Really? You know, that's one thing. I'm freer now. Instead of just going out in my Crocs, I put my sneakers on and I'm free to just wander as long and as far as I want. Capone, of course, couldn't walk very far. And if I left him behind, you know, that was kind of like a planned hike. Like, I'm going to go for a hike, I'll leave Capone behind. But if we were just getting to a place and going to explore, we wouldn't go very far. So I'm walking more. I got to just go as far as I wanted to go and explore the area and take some beautiful pictures and video. And it's just absolutely gorgeous here. And I have zero, not even a hint of an internet connection out here. And I do have a phone call tomorrow, so I'm going to have to get up in the morning and go. But I'm just 40 miles from Tonopah, which is a pretty big town if I remember correctly. Yeah, so I'm going to spend the night here. I just love these colors. Which reminds me of a couple years ago. I was in Carson City. I don't know, maybe 150 miles, 200 miles, probably south of Carson City. I'm not sure. I'm south of Carson City, I know that. But anyway, I remember it snowing there, and it looked a lot like this. And it was probably about this time of year. There's a lot of beauty. There's beauty in everything. You just, I guess, have to want to see it. Have to want to look for it. I miss Alaska, all the green, but this is definitely has its own beauty. Oh, I forgot to mention the best part. Jeez. I am very close to Area 51, and I was going to go camp. You can camp right outside the gates of Area 51, and I kind of just got sidetracked from the springs, decided to go a different way than I had originally planned, and then I've had no internet, no cell phone, so I've just been kind of just wandering around following highway signs, kind of doing it the old-fashioned way. But I did see some Air Force drills. I think I'm still seeing Air Force planes, so I'm not far from Area 51. And I'm gonna put my GoPro out tonight and do some time-lapse night photography. Maybe we'll see some aliens. I got off the alien, what do they call it? The extraterrestrial highway. Oh yeah, there's all kinds of Air Force stuff going on above me. But it'd probably be super dark out here tonight. And maybe I'll come out and look at the sky a couple times, see, because it's not going to be too cold here. It's warmer. I'm at a lower elevation, so it's going to be warmer than in my last camp. It should be probably, I think probably 30 instead of in the 20s. It'll probably be 30, 32 degrees. Okay. And I'll let you know if I see any aliens or spaceships. And if you never hear from me again, then you know I just got abducted. You know, right about now, I think I'd be okay with that. The way things are going, how much worse could it be? I don't want to get probed. All right, I'm getting silly. I'll see you later. Cool or what? I just love that part of my life that, you know, oftentimes I just stumble upon something I didn't mean to stumble upon. Just one of those cases where pulled into a rest area and I saw a road and took the road and ended up finding an awesome place to hang out for the night. It also helps me to constantly think about what I might encounter when I'm on the road. And so I hope you found that helpful too. And it gives you a little bit of food for thought and just things to practice and to keep in mind when you are out there, whether you're alone or not, the things that you might encounter. It's really good to be prepared. Remember, don't live in fear, but just go out, face the world bravely, and be armed with the information that you need to take care of yourself. That's the best you can do without, you know, being shackled to your fear, I guess is the best way to put it. I hope that was helpful and interesting and you enjoyed hanging out with me again today. And if you really did enjoy it and you haven't already, be sure to click below and subscribe. And if you really like my videos and you find them really helpful, entertaining, motivating, inspirational, and you want to join a friendly, tight-knit community, click over here and check out Patreon. You never know what you might find there. There's hundreds of extra videos. All right, I'll see you next time. Thanks for hanging with me, and in the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. Mwah. I'll see you soon.